I'm here to remind you. You never know your story. You speaking about it, writing about it, or making money about it. You just never know. Your story may open the door for something bigger, or maybe to help someone else. And, some of y'all may remember your soul contracts, and some of y'all may not. That's if you believe in that soul contracts. But you just never know. You going through that breakup, that tragic experience. You just never know. It could be to help someone else, for you to write books, to you to be the first person in your family to do it. But another person, I talked to someone. They let me see something. I saw it, but they let me see something else perspective. That's why I like to communicate to some people and see things through different perspective. Because what you may be going through, something you may think is all bad, but it may not be bad. It's to help you. So with me, for example, I had a stroke about 1.5 years ago. I went through my stroke, but somebody else may be going through it, or will go through it. And me showing them how I went through it, and I had two main people, and I had some good doctors. I'm grateful for them. But I had two main people, and they was very strong. And when you're going through stuff, you must have strong people, mentally, physically, emotionally. I had strong people, and I always, speak and spiritually. I had my ancestors, guides, and angels, and so on. Had them too, and like I always say, my grandma, what you would consider dead, but I had a strong grandmother that always prayed over me. I know she's here in the spirit, and that's real talk. And I connect with the dead, the other side, so I know what's up. And through that, my journey of having the stroke, I'm still recovering. I connected. I remember I called that. I said, why I'm up in it? Because I remember I was in the hospital and recovering. And I remember I heard a voice say, "It's for your protection." And during that time, I didn't know what was going on. And later, I did divination, and that voice said it was for your protection. Later on, I found out why, because I was living with people in the home that I was living with at the time didn't have my highest and greatest good. And later on, I found out witchcraft was done. Again, I have nothing against witchcraft because I'm for the shits. But with all being said, a lot of destiny swap, a lot of things that was going on. Red magic was being done, and then again, you never know why, because I had to think about it. And I said, because I'm like, if you would never went through that stroke or went through that process, you would never find you would never find those people in that home was not for you. You would never find it. My grandmother, my great grandmother came to me and was telling me things in the spirit. And again, I connect with the spirit world. I'm like a medium between. And she came down, and I was like, oh my God, my great grandmother came down, and